Hey you guys, it's Camelia here. So today I'm sitting down to give you guys a story time video. In the last video I filmed, I did say that I would probably start to film story time videos for you guys just because I feel like so much goes on in my life, like why not share? And sometimes certain things goes on that causes me to be away for a while because I've been kind of inconsistent with my videos. So today I'm sitting down to give you guys my very first story time video. And if you haven't already read the title above, then you would know that yes, I do have a hand injury. This happened on, well, I'll tell you the events. I'll just let the whole story unfold. So these are my nails. Okay, these are my real nails. I really like this nude caramel color. Really feeling it. I've only had it for about a week now. So yeah, so I don't know if you could tell from my previous videos, or I know that I have like pictures on my social media that I grew out my nails really long. So they were about like this far, I want to say, out. I'm trying to be like kind of precise, but I grew my nails out really long. And I had them like that for, I want to say, a couple months, about maybe about 3 months. And I like them like that. Now, I had a little situation where I took too long to go get my nails filled in because I do get acrylic wraps on my nails from time to time. Sometimes I get regular manicures, but I do get acrylic wraps on my nails from time to time. And when it starts to grow out, if, as you can see right here, this is happening a little bit because I got this done about almost a week ago. My nails do grow really fast. So I took too long to get my nails filled in because I was waiting on my birthday. So I basically pushed it an extra week. Usually I go every 2 weeks to the nail salon. I pushed it for a third week, and on this finger, the acrylic grew up so much that it kind of broke off, I think. So my fingernail broke, which was, I mean, not a bad, like, devastating thing, but of course to me, you know, all my nails were so long, and then this one was just shorter. It was actually about the length of this, because my nails were much longer. So it wasn't that much of a bad break. It still had length, but it was just shorter than the rest of them. So I ended up, you know, clipping it a little, filing it down. And then when I went to the nail salon, I asked them to glue a fake one on. I'm not a big fan of fake nails. I got them one time over last summer when I had to do a beauty pageant. I got fake nails done, and they hurt me really badly. And I feel like it's so horrible to take off. Like, they use a Metro card at the nail salon. One nail salon that I went to, in another place, I know that they usually soak it off, so I thought that was kind of ghetto that they use a Metro card, but whatever. I guess it depends on the neighborhood that you go to. So they ended up gluing a fake nail on this nail. She charged me $3 for that, and then fill in the rest of my nails. And then the fake nail ended up coming off, so I went for them to do another one. So then she was telling me, you know, pretty soon the next time you come back, it's going to be about time to soak off my acrylics, because I had them on for about, you know, going on 4 weeks. So I went back last week, Thursday, and I decided that I was going to cut my nails down. Simply because, honestly, even though long nails are really pretty, in my field of work, it really is not the best. You actually really shouldn't have long nails. I mean, I know how to maintain them, and I know how to be, you know, so clean and productive and effective when it comes to working and stuff like that with my nails. So it was okay for me, but I decided to go ahead and cut them down because they were getting a bit too long. and you know, just I guess unprofessional looking too as well. So I was like, I think I'm gonna cut them down and just leave them short for the summer. It's kind of hot, you know, like when I start like, yeah. So I said I'm gonna soak it, and then I'm gonna cut my nails down and just let her paint them over. So I sat in the chair soaking my nails, soaking. This one was the one that had the fake nail on it. And then they came over to me and was like, you know, peeling it off. And then, you know, when the guy came to like clip this one, you know, it kind of hurt a little bit. Like, I don't know if he broke my nail even more, or if it was just already so sore that him clipping on it caused it to like pain me. But yeah, I was like, this one is the one that had a fake nail on it, so kind of go a little bit, you know, softer. And he was like, okay. So then she was ready now to like clean my nails and clip them and stuff and cut them down and all that. And this one, she decided that since it was shorter than all the rest of my nails, she didn't even file my nail or like, you know, clip it. Like, she put a piece of paper around my finger. There are a lot of YouTube videos that'll show you like how they build up acrylic against your tips. Instead of putting a fake nail on you, they'll build up acrylic against the tip of your nail to make it longer. So that's what she did. She took a piece of paper and then she built acrylic up at the end of my fingernail to make it the same length as these, because this one was really short, like down to my skin short. So after she did that, she painted my nails and I went to go dry them. Everything was cool. Everything was fine. Finished drying my nails. I'm like, thank you. You know, I like them or whatever. Walk out. Then later that night, my nail kind of started to feel, I don't know how to explain it. Not really hot, but just like heavy. Just this one fingernail. So I was like, okay. And then the next day my nail kind of started to hurt. I'm like, my fingernail hurts. I'm thinking, well, you know, the acrylic sometimes is kind of hot, whatever. By Saturday, because I got my nails done on Thursday, by Saturday my finger was hurting and it got red. The tip of my finger got red. And I was like, okay, why is my finger hurting? Like, I don't know if it's because my nail was broken before, but she put acrylic on it and I'm just like, okay, I don't really know what happened to my finger. Why is it hurting me? On Monday, my finger was red, it was swollen, it was hot, it was itching, and my finger like just started going down. I couldn't hold my finger up. I was like, what the heck? So I'm here like, it's really red. It was really red at the fingertip, and I'm like, okay. Blood is like rushing through my finger. Like, I think I have an infection. Because when you see blood start to, you know, gather in one area, like, blood has healing properties. Blood is meant to heal whatever is, you know. So I'm here like, okay, so clearly there's an infection happening here. And, you know, blood is trying to... So I was like... And people were just like, I don't think you have an infection. Like, you need to kind of just leave it alone. Let it... It'll be fine. Like, maybe, you know, it's just kind of tight. You know, sometimes acrylic feels kind of tight. And I was just like, no. I think I need to cut this off. So my mom, she was like, yeah, you need to cut this off before you lose your finger. Then my boyfriend was like, just leave it alone. So I was like, oh God. So I ended up trying to clip it off. I tried to make him do it, but it hurt so bad. So I ended up like trying to like even bite at it. I just wanted to get it off because it hurt so much. And I figured maybe once I got that tip that she built up on my nail broken off, that it would maybe feel better. But even after I got it off, my finger itself was still, there was like a huge little like knot, and it was just hurting me too much. And I had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and I was going to tell her, but then I was just like, let me just let my finger go down. But Wednesday, when I went to work, I guess working with patients and having to write so much, because this is my dominant hand. This is the hand that I used to write. My finger just kept going down, 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 to the point where I was like, I felt crippled. My hand was like this. And I couldn't pick my finger up. It was like losing, like I could not pick my finger up. It was losing like life. So I was like, okay. Then the pain started coming through the palm of my hand to my wrist. I was feeling pain. And then by the end of the day, the pain was coming all the way to my elbow. I was like, no, I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the emergency room. I need to find out what's going on. One of my coworkers was like, yeah, you need to go and let them give you some antibiotics or something, because you definitely have an infection. And I was like, yeah, I think I do have an infection. And I've been walking around for a couple days now, and this is not cool. So I left work, went home. I just was like, okay, I'm going to the emergency room. I went to the emergency room, checked myself in. 8 o'clock p.m. is when I got there, and sat down. I'm like, I let them know, like, I'm having pain in my hand and blah, blah, blah. I can't move it. They could see that my finger was red, and the tip of my finger was just like fat, like. So I sat there. He came and met me. Sat there for a lot of hours. I was there from 8 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, they still did not call my name. I went in to because they put me in fast track. They were like, you're a medical assistant, right? Okay, we're gonna put you through fast track, da 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 da. I'm like, yeah. But by 4 hours later, they still didn't call me. So I was like, okay, let me find out exactly what's going on. I go inside to speak to a nurse. They said she was like the only nurse that was working with the doctor in fast track for the night. So I was like, okay. I'm like, excuse me, I've been sitting here for 4 hours now. And I haven't really heard my name yet, so I don't know if I was called or how much people, are ahead of me. And she was like, what's your name? So I told her, and then she was just like, did we call you? I'm like, I'm not sure. She was like, then that means we didn't call you. Go sit outside. I was like, excuse me? So I'm just coming to find out, like, how many people, again, are ahead of me, I've been waiting for a very long time. She was like, I don't have to answer that question. Go sit outside. I just have to say, like, that is the worst patient care service I have ever received. And this was at Kings County Hospital. I was just like, wow. Like, this is how you treat your patients? Like, don't mind me. Like, I'm still dressed in uniform. Like, I used to walk into that hospital like nothing because I had my ID. I mean, I don't work around there anymore, but like, imagine if because they sometimes do like fast track employees when you're an employee of the hospital, or employee of an associated hospital, because I used to work at the hospital across the street from them. But that doesn't even matter because every patient is equal. Everybody deserves the same equal amount of attention and care, regardless of whether you are a healthcare professional that works alongside them or not. Or if you're just, somebody off the street. You could be, anyone coming to the emergency room seeking medical attention, and you have an emergency and you're just trying to find out, are you going to be here for the next 20 hours? Or maybe you're just trying to find out if you fell asleep and missed your name. And you're talking about, like, I don't have to answer your question. Go sit outside. Like, I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And I wanted to go home. And I was crying. Like, I was being really, really emotional. My hand was in so much pain. At one point, I even asked them if I could just get a cup of ice. They refused to give me a cup of ice. Like, even if I wanted to suck on it or drink it, or I wanted to really stick my finger in it. But they refused to give me a cup of ice. They kept telling me that I just need to be patient. I was not called until 2:30 in the morning. And I got to the emergency room 8 o'clock at night when I came off of work. And I was not called until 2:30 a.m. And I was crying. And I wanted to go home. And I kept on telling him, I want to go home. And he was just like, we did not wait all this time for nothing, so just stay. And I was just like, my hand was in so much pain, you guys. Like the past couple nights before, I could not sleep because every hour I was waking up because of the pain in my hand. Like, that's how bad this was. Finally, the doctor ends up seeing me, and you know, I let him know everything that happened, and he told me that I do have an infection in my hand, and what it's called is paronychia. You guys, have you ever in life thought to yourself, like, you know, we like to keep ourselves looking nice, we know, ladies, even guys nowadays, okay, because I do have, you know, men watching me that, you know, like to be feminine, or I guess I'll call you guys women. I'm not sure what you want to be called. But yeah, who, you know, we do our hair, we get our nails done, we, you know, makeup, everything. I mean, I don't have no makeup on today, and I'm sorry, like, if you feel like I'm really barefaced looking, but I use my right hand to do everything. It's my dominant hand, and if I even tried, you guys, like, if I even try to put makeup on today. But yeah, you never really think to yourself, like, I'm gonna get an infection from painting my nails, or from going to the, not really going to the nail salon, because they do use the same tools and everybody. But the doctor was like, you know, he gave me this like patient education sheet, and he was like, bring your own tools to the nail salon. And I'm like, it's so funny because I used to do my nails at home all the time. I never used to go to the nail salon for anything unless it was like somebody's wedding, my graduation, maybe my birthday, something like that. I never really used to go to the nail salon for anything. I used to paint my nails at home all the time by myself. So I remember like one time, I think I was like 18, my brother was like, you need to go to the nail salon and get your nails done. And I was just like, but I do them myself. He was like, no, be a lady. But that's besides the point. But I never really thought that, like, because I've done this so many times that I never really thought that I could end up, you know, I could have lost my hand. Like, it's that serious. Like, I could have lost my finger if I didn't seek medical attention sooner. Because, like, I actually was sitting in the waiting room for so long, I wanted to go home. And my boyfriend was just like, you're not going to wait for so long just to leave. You're not waiting to handle this on Friday. Because Friday I was supposed to go back to the hospital anyways to see a doctor. So I was just like, I can't stand the wait. The pain that I was feeling was making the wait so much harder. And I was just like, okay, no. So the doctor ended up explaining to me that what I have is called paronychia, and that people do get it from like wearing fake nails, wearing acrylic nails, washing your hands a lot, and just being exposed to bacteria. Biting your nails can cause paronychia. What else? So sucking your fingers a lot can cause paronychia. And if you don't know whether you have it or not, some symptoms are like exactly what I was going through. Redness in the finger, swelling, your finger feeling hot. I was able to feel my heartbeat. My finger was pulsing, and my heartbeat was in my middle finger. Like, you know, usually you can kind of feel your heartbeat in your thumb. If you've ever tried to check somebody's pulse, you have to make sure that you are feeling theirs and not your own, because it's possible to feel your pulse instead of theirs through your thumb. I was feeling my pulse in my middle finger. It was hot, it was swollen, so those are signs and symptoms. If the finger is itching you, and also like it was lifeless. I couldn't pick my hand up. So they performed like a mini surgery on my hand. He stuck me with some needles. These were anesthetic medication. So I'm going to show you guys what he did to my finger, kind of. He stuck me with a needle in the side here. Sorry, the camera cut off. I'm so sorry. But yeah, he stuck me with a needle on the side here, on this side here, and then across my finger this way and that way. 4 needles, and it burned. The needles stung. They were big needles. It stung so bad. And then not only that, but once the medication was injected into me, it burned. Like, I had to take really deep breaths, and he gave me something to squeeze, and I was just like, and I had to get that needle 4 times, you guys. And I was just thinking about it like, this is all from going into the nail salon just to get my nails cut and painted. Like, why'd I have to go through this? I was so like upset and angry and tired because I came from work and sat in the waiting room for like 5 hours. They were being so rude. I was like, do I even want to get taken care of by these people? And I mean, at least the doctor, like, he was really nice. He was trying to make conversation with me, you know. He was like asking me where I'm from and stuff like that, and making jokes, and, you know, I guess trying to ease my mind and stuff like that. You know, he gave me something to squeeze or whatever. But I was just, oh my God. So I had to sit and wait for my finger to go completely numb and dead, to the point where it felt like somebody else's. Like, they made sure that I lost no feeling in my finger so that I would not feel them cut my finger open, because that is what they had to do. They had to cut my finger open to squeeze out pus and bacteria. He swabbed it, sent bacteria to the lab to find out exactly what kind of bacteria, like, I'm infected with and stuff like that. I watched this guy cut my finger open and blood splat out everywhere. I closed my, I opened my eyes certain points here and there, but I couldn't watch the whole thing get done. I just could not believe that this all stemmed from just, you know, trying to keep my nails looking decent, like, you know. And I just thought it was crazy. Like, a beauty care related thing, you know, caused me to have like a health condition. I mean, it happens all the time, but you just don't, that's stuff that you don't think about. Like, I'm gonna end up in the emergency room tomorrow with a severe case of paronychia infection because I went to the nail salon to get my nails touched up. Like, and then everybody kept on telling me, like, you need to go back to that nail salon and tell that lady what she did to you. You know, you sue her. And I was just like, I don't want to make a scene. I'm really not like that. I don't want to make her feel bad. They were just like, no, you kind of need to let her know, like, what she did, because that was, like, not cool, and they're unsanitary, and da 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 da. So yesterday, my mom ended up making me go back inside there, and I was like, Jesus Christ. So I showed her my hand. You know, she said sorry, and she was like, she's never had somebody she's never had somebody, she never had anyone tell her that that happened to them before. I mean, I guess of course they're gonna say that. No one's gonna be like, oh yeah, you too, like, dang, we need to do better. No, but I'm probably just not, I'm just not gonna go back to that nail salon anymore. Actually, it's kind of making me not want to go back to any nail salon anymore. I'm just gonna go right back to doing my nails at home myself. Even though, you know, like, the whole pampering thing feels really nice, and to just let somebody else do it while you just sit there, not at the expense of my hand, you guys. So yeah, that's my story about what happened with the nail salon, and then, you know, the terrible service at the emergency room. I'm supposed to go back there really soon, today actually, to let them unwrap my hand, and they're gonna tell me what to do with it. But I am going to leave you guys some information, some more information on some on paronychia and other types of infections you can get just through nail care, so that you guys can better know how to take care of your nails and make sure that this doesn't happen, and that, you know, how to prevent it or how to treat it if it does happen to you. And leave comments down below and let me know, like, have you ever had an infection from the nail salon, or maybe from doing your nails, or just from any type of beauty care related thing that you, whether it's like doing your hair. I even have some more stories. I actually broke out in bumps one time due to weave. I should tell y'all about that, but I'll save that for another day. But yeah, let me know down below if you guys ever had any situation or experience like this. I almost lost my hand from a nail salon trip, you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye. So what is paronychia? Paronychia is an infection of your nail fold. Your nail fold is called the paronychium. That is the skin around your nail. And this is an infection of your nail folds caused by bacteria and fungus. What can cause this infection is ingrown nails, biting your nails, wearing acrylic nails or fake nails, if you're allergic to nail polish, or coming in contact with harsh soaps, detergents, and other chemicals that lead to inflammation. Some signs and symptoms of this infection are red, hot, swollen, or painful fingers, your nail folds, pus coming out of your nail folds, as well as changes in your nail color and possible fever. Now, how do we treat or prevent paronychia? Antibiotic medication will help fight the infection. They have antifungal creams that kill the fungus causing the infection. We can soak our nails in vinegar and water, an equal amount of vinegar and an equal amount of water 3 to 4 times a day. We can also apply a warm compress to our nails to decrease inflammation, as well as making sure that you keep your nails clean and dry and short. Do not bite your nails, clip them, file them. Do not suck your fingers, do not pick at your hangnails. Try to refrain from wearing fake or acrylic nails, and bring your own tools to the nail salon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something.